My name is Kristof Fenyvesi, and I'm working in the Finnish Institute for Educational Research in the University of Jyväskylä, which is in central Finland. So I'm happen to be Hungarian, so I had the luck to read this beautiful book in Hungarian language in Katalin Karikó's mother tongue, and I was really glad about this opportunity. Also, my affiliations and my professional background will allow me to provide you a presentation of this book from a very specific point of view, from the point of view of an education researcher. So in my education research activities, I'm not only writing articles and observing processes of education, but I myself also very keen to participate in creative educational events. My main field is the so-called STEAM education. So how you can combine science, technology, arts, and mathematics and engineering in the educational processes. So this is a multidisciplinary approach which goes beyond the subject boundaries and want to provide the students with some experience, with some applicable knowledge, and also those kind of memories, those kind of strong impressions, which probably contributes to their engagement and their perseverance in the hard journey of what does it mean to become a scholar or become a STEM or a STEAM professional on the long run. And indeed, this book, this beautiful book, Breaking Through My Life in Science, as the English title says, is really about this kind of journey. However, when I refer to the Hungarian title, when the breaking through is in plural form, so it talks about breakthroughs, we can really say that this book is not only about a single breakthrough, but many breakthroughs in many different personalities, in many different roles in society. So if you want, in several different lives, and also in several different sciences. So this is also talks about the connections between different roles, different points of the journey of our life, and also different sciences, that how the innovation born when many different aspects met in one certain moment. This is also this kind of meetings, this kind of encounters also drive this narrative of Katalin Karikó, and she refers on this point as well in the book. Another important point for my reading of this book is that these breakthroughs are giving lessons of resilience. Resilience, which is a very specific term. We will discuss this term during this presentation. So what these lessons about, by, for researchers, women, mothers, and teachers tell about, contribute about this specific term, resilience. There is one more point to consider here. So you can see this landscape in the background. This is definitely not a kind of a landscape what was very familiar probably to Katalin Karikó when she spent her childhood, because she grown up an area of Hungary where there were not too many mountains, to say so. However, this picture also represent me, these ups and downs of this career, where there is the beautiful rising sun on the horizon, which really can orient us even in the hardest, in the lowest points of this journey. So, but I mentioned a specific term, resilience. We hear this term probably more and more, and we can encounter this term at least in specific aspects on the pages of this book. So resilience means the ability to be happy, to be successful again after something difficult or bad has happened. So this is the everyday meaning of the word. So it means the quality of being able to return quickly to a previous good condition after problems. And there are many more meanings of this word, what we will discuss later during this presentation. So what I would like to highlight, first of all, that Katalin Karikó is the first Hungarian woman and the 13th woman in the world to win the Nobel Prize in medicine. This means that in the history of the Nobel Prize in medicine or physiology, more than 200 men and only 13 women have won the world's most prestigious scientific recognition. The ranks are strengthened by Katalin Karikó, who became the first Hungarian woman to win the Nobel Prize in 2023 for developing messenger RNA-based vaccine technology, which has been successfully used in the fight against the coronavirus pandemic. It is also an infographics to see that what's the portion between women and men, female and male researchers in this category of the Nobel Award. So maybe you want to think about this a little bit. And here you can see the prestigious ceremony of the giving of the Nobel Award in Sweden. So there's a quote from Katalin Karikó. This is not precisely from the book, but is from an interview. However, this is also summarize many of the stories in a nutshell, what you can encounter in this book. When you go 40 years without any prize, in fact, they thought I was a failure. Well, I had a lot of success in the lab when I saw something, a problem. I know there are many people like me. He or she is doing the same kind of research and doesn't get any of the success. And I think of them when I get an award and I accept it on their behalf. So you can see that how Karikó, this female researcher from the few who got this recognition, really work hard and think hard of those who work hard as she does, but didn't get any of such recognition as she happened to get in her beautiful career. So I'm sure that we need to pay attention to this journey of Karikó Katalin's as a researcher and a woman. From this tiny and not so well equipped lab from the 1985 to this moment when she herself got the COVID-19 vaccine, what she developed together with her colleagues. and for what she got this amazing recognition. But there is another journey throughout the pages of this beautiful book. This is Katalin Karikó's journey as a mother. So we know that she's a mother of Zsuzsa, who became Olympic champion. Not less big achievement than getting a Nobel Award, isn't it? And also you can see Katalin's whole family. Here is also his husband, Bela Francia, who also worked hard to support Karikó's career. And you can find beautiful examples of family cooperation and sharing responsibilities, and also sort of going on a different path than gender stereotypes might dictate in the history of life. So this is a great example also of a successful family which can cooperate in many of the turns and many of the obstacles of life. And definitely this is a story for teachers and about teachers who helped and about teachers who weren't able to help. So also Karikó is very honest and very direct. She names everyone in this book who helped her career, and also she has names about some persons who were not so helpful, to say so, during her career. And there were many people who weren't that helpful in this career. But definitely those teachers whom she also offer her book as a tribute are those teachers who make an impact, who make influence of the students. So this is also why I found this book very, very impressive and very influential and very important for myself as well as an educator. So I learned a lot from this book as an educator. So first of all, here is a person, a great teacher, Albert Toth, a biology teacher in Hungary, in a small town in Hungary, who encouraged Katalin as a young learner, as a child, as a youngster, to write letters to Nobel laureates, write letters to the USA, to Canada, to Albert Szent-Györgyi, and also to János Seje. And very surprisingly, these people answered to the letters of this single student, and answered very supportively. Moreover, Szent-Györgyi, this famous scholar who discovered the vitamin C, also helped to equip the school's lab to support Katalin and schoolmates' journey towards scientific excellence. So these teachers were companions all along the way. After mentioning Szent-Györgyi's contribution, let me exemplify János Seje's message, which was as much influential, and that really becomes a motto for Katalin Karikó, and this is keep returning also in the pages of this book, and also in interviews and in many forums. So we read Seje's book, and in the workshop which was organized in the school, we discussed what this means, that you have to create a so-called homeostasis in your soul, that if something is hurting you, you have to talk about it quickly and close it. And these things have helped me throughout my life. So János Seje was the first one who was started to talk about stress as a scientific term, and after his work, stress as a concept and as a phenomenon has been well known all around the world. So we use it in everyday language that I am stressed now in this very moment to talk to you. However, I feel I'm positively stressed because I can share information about a topic which I find very exciting. And I'm also excited by this situation that though I can't be there with you, but at least I can send my message to you through this technology. So stress became discovered in this very ambivalent, ambiguous double role, the good stress and the bad stress, by János Seje, another Hungarian laureate of Nobel Prize. By the way, he born not so long ago of this day. I mean, his birthday was not so long ago, so on the 26th of January, and he born 117 years ago. So it's also a good time to remember him, as Katalin Karikó did. So Seje introduced the word stress in 1930 to continue to quote Katalin Karikó. Before, it was only known in physics, and he showed that stress can kill you, but it depends on how you manage it. And Seje also said that we need positive stress. You have to have stress, but it has to be positive, and you have to try to turn the negative into positive. So you can see that how scientific insights can be also turned into insights which help you in your everyday life. So everyday wisdom. Science can give you also everyday wisdom. So this thought from János Seje became the mantra, the thing to repeat in it, that it always comes to the what can I do part. So when Katalin was faced with an obstacle, faced with something which she wasn't able to find the solution immediately, she tried to thought how to turn this obstacle into an advantage, so a disadvantage into an advantage, how to make the good stress, the positive stress, the calling out of the negative stress. So we can see also in this point the resilience as an ability of a substance to return to its usual shape after being bent, stretched, or pressed. So this is also the biophysical concept of stress, which also actually work on the cellular level and also very important on all level of the biophysical realm. With a few slides taken from the wonderful website of the Nobel Prize organization, let me try to share very briefly what is the main essence of Karikó's Nobel Prize discovery. So, as you know, in physiology or medicine, it's one of the 5 prizes founded by Alfred Nobel, and it's in every year on the 10th of December. It's awarded to someone who during the preceding year conferred the greatest benefit to the humankind. So this is something really exceptional achievement in the field of physiology or medicine. In 2023, the Nobel Award in this category laureates recognize the discoveries that were critical in the development of an effective messenger RNA vaccine for COVID-19. As you all remember, the COVID-19 pandemic struck the world in early 2020. So the laureates' groundbreaking research has fundamentally changed our understanding of how the messenger RNA interacts with the immune system. And this is why they received the Nobel Prize. So I already described the role and journey of Katalin Karikó, but the other laureate who needs to be mentioned is Drew Weissman, as an American immunologist who has been interested in the dendritic cells, which are important part of the immune system. And in the 1990s, they met at the University of Pennsylvania in the United States, and they started to join forces to focus on how the messenger RNA, so Katalin Karikó's main topic, could be used in the medicine. As we know from the traditional vaccinations, the vaccination stimulates the immune system. This is how it fights off the foreign infectious agents, the pathogens that try to enter the body. So this results result in the formation of the memory cells, and these are the ones which are activating the immune system when the virus tries to enter, and this protects the body against the disease. So those vaccines which are based on the weakened or inactivated virus, these are around since a long time. However, their production is quite resourceful and also very laborious and not necessarily a quick process. So this technology needed to be innovated in this discovery. So in searching for alternatives to traditional vaccines, the researchers long tried to develop new vaccine technologies that didn't rely on large-scale cultivation of cells. This process, this direction got a new impetus when the messenger RNA entered to the picture based on Karikó's and Weissman's experiments. However, there was a difficulty in the process, many difficulties actually. First of all, to work with the messenger RNA was a very demanding process. It's required a high level of understanding of the phenomenon and a very careful research method. And there was another obstacle which turned out later, that those mRNAs which are produced in laboratory caused inflammatory responses by the body. So this was a very big challenge which required another breakthrough in addition to the technology. So Karikó and Weissman needed to modify the mRNA on a certain way. So they tested making small modifications to the different nitrogenous bases or nucleosides, and that resulted with success, because they discovered that when they modified the nucleoside U on the atomic level, there was no inflammatory response, and this was the breakthrough what allowed this technology work as a medicine. So, in fact, when the COVID outbroke, Then in the 2010s, there was already several companies who were working around these technologies. So basically, the COVID vaccine could have a good basis in these research results, and then these results were already available, that led to the very quick solution for the problem of finding the right vaccine. So we know that like millions of people have been vaccinated, and the vaccines shown like 95% of effectiveness when they started the vaccination. So this was a fantastic breakthrough, thanks to Karikó and Weissman. There is another important thing to mention here, is the fighting against fake science, and also to remind the people of the importance of vaccination and on being skeptical about science. And that's another breakthrough what we can thank for Karikó and Weissman, and also to the Nobel Award itself. So with this, I would like to open up a new meaning of the resilience, which has became also a keyword in the pandemic and also in the post-pandemic world, resilience against the pandemic situation. And then another layer of the term resilience becomes apparent when we take a look at the latest PISA results, and we consider that the career path has been described by Katalin Karikó in the book is maybe need to be considered also for the future female researcher generations, and also those female students who maybe perform very high level in STEM. However, they not necessarily choose a STEM career or a STEAM career in the future. So Finland is among those countries where the girls outperform the male students, the boys in mathematics and sciences as well. So we can see that this tendency is continuous since 2006, and even the decline in the PISA results, what we have experienced in the recent PISA measurements, doesn't stop this process. So the girls are performing much more better than boys in both mathematics and sciences. However, there is an interesting phenomenon that when we look at the European Union's STEM career statistics, though 52% of the European population are women, so more than half of the people living in Europe are women, and also they make up the majority of the tertiary graduates in the European Union, yet only 2 out of 5 scientists and engineers are women, and only 18% of specialists in ICT are women. So this is some kind of incredible and not in proportion with what we could assume based on the statistics of the performance of the women students, and we call this phenomenon as the leaky STEM pipeline. However, if we read Kariko's book with these eyes, we can see the reason why is it like that, and we can clearly see that what are the situations where we need to intervene. And about the resilience, this gave us educators also another calling to really share information about the COVID-19 as well. Thanks also those great understanding and discoveries about the virus structure and the vaccine mechanism, thanks to Kariko. So together with my colleagues at Experience Workshop, we reached many thousands of students all around the world to share information about the COVID-19 in an experienced-centered way. And even after the pandemic, we continue these activities in active workshops, hands-on workshops, where virus geometry can be studied by students all around the world. Another colleague of mine, Mike and Heather Acera, with another toolkit, they also do fantastic work to make the virus structure understood by children. And these toolkits also available at the Hong Kong Metropolitan University, so maybe you want to test them on some point. Paul Hildebrand, another inventor of a toolkit called Zoom tool, which is also used by Nobel laureates to visualize their discoveries, made also a fantastic work together with us to provide information about virus structures to children.
So let's take our 6 coordinate axes, connect the dots, and we get an icosahedron. That's Greek for 20 faces. The icosahedron is a minimum energy structure, meaning it's lightweight and very strong, like a buckyball or a geodesic dome. It's a great shape for the protein shell of a virus. Fill it with genetic material and cover it with spikes, and you get a simple approximation of a virus. This is one amazing little battle star. When it gets inside you, the spikes attach to a cell wall and inject genetic material into your protoplasm, shutting down the cell's normal functions and converting it into a tiny factory. The virus clones itself thousands of times. You can almost hear the plant foreman yelling, "Package and ship it, package and ship it. Oops, screwed another one up. Doesn't matter, just package and ship it." Mutations happen, and the boss doesn't care. Eventually, your cell explodes, releasing the bad news to attack thousands of other cells. With no defense, a virus could kill you in a few days. Fortunately, there is a defense. You have an immune system. It's a complex network of cells that identifies, kills, and remembers foreign invaders to prevent future attacks. In fact, it's the only cure for a virus. If you get a flu shot, you're giving yourself a mild case of the flu, so your immune system can recognize and destroy it whenever it attacks. But because of sloppy quality control, a new and better version of the flu will emerge next year. Life goes on. Now,
Also, Raydun Tvarok, who is a very famous virus geometrist, also gave wonderful understanding and insight into the virus structures during the pandemic time. So I would like to close this talk, and thanks for your attention. And I would like to recommend to every of you to read Katalin Karikó's wonderful book, Learn Hungarian. Read the book in Hungarian too. However, the English version is also fortunately available. So I hope you can get access to this fantastic story, and together with us, together we can maybe also make these STEM careers easier for any of the students who want to learn and who want to excel. Thank you so much.